Onward to Dragon's Castle. Welcome back, everybody. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun infiltrating a castle and getting new partner. You know the RPG rule of thumbs, if it's a unique character amongst a group of or species that looks identical, well, chances are it's an important character. To some degree. There are unique looking toads and stuff, but not all of them are going to be all that notable. Of course you can come with us. We need something that can attack the ground with stronger power. Koops is a partner that I kind of sleep on a bit. He's a good partner through and through, but you know, later in the game, you just get partners who are better. Koops' main thing is to be a partner who can actually attack the ground enemies without being worried about spikes. And on top of that, he hides in his shell, which means a lot of natural hazards that certain other enemies have, i.e. spikes, he won't be bothered by. Flame-based enemies or other enemies that you can't make direct contact with, like electrified enemies, well, you can hit them because Koops is in his shell and is therefore marginally more protected. Also, Koops is the only partner in the game with a default defense. Koops has a defense of 1. However, he follows the same rule as other Koopas in the fact that if he's attacked from above, he gets flipped over. So as long as you guard the Goombas, you should be fine. But otherwise, Goombas can't really do much to him. So it's interesting, and it's nice that this early in the game, you have a partner with defense. Granted, the only things with an attack power of 1 are naturally things that can invoke his main weakness. But who's gonna be complaining when you can do this? Yeah. You've got a 2 attack power multi-strike on the ground that can wipe out anything at this point in the game with an HP stat of 2. So, yeah. I don't see any reason to complain. It's not bad to have this early in the game. Especially what you'll inevitably be up against. Ah, badge. Come here, Goomba. You're done. Yeah, Koops is a solid early game partner. But unfortunately, he does kind of get overshadowed by 2 late game partners. Let's get our level up. And yeah, he is kind of crippled by anything in the air. But that's what Mario and Goombella are for. Alright. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade my BP again. Because even though we will be resetting our badge use or equipment every chapter, it's still good to have a lot of BP so that once I do get new badges, I'd have what it takes to quite literally equip some really good badges when I get them. Like, yeah, sure, I will be losing a lot of my hammers and jumps over the course of this game. But there will be something satisfying about being able to buff my attack power for a full chapter. Alright. So, Here's a fun fact. Every single chapter from chapters 1 through chapter 5 stumped me in some area. This chapter, I didn't know what the word simultaneous meant. So, I didn't know I had to hit those switches at the exact same time, thus not knowing I had to use Koops for that. I didn't get stuck on it for very long, mind you. But this was also back when I was like 10 years old, maybe 9. I wasn't exactly, especially considering I was a kid with ADD, and I learned differently than most people. You know, figuring out some of the ins and outs of this game's progress was not easy for me. Okie dokie. I would not call this terrifying. It looks very much like a bog standard castle, if you ask me. Moat, broken drawbridge, brick walls that are all gray. I think you got a serious case of the cliche, my friend. I save again. I see save block, I hit save block. Very simple, man. Don't need that. And let's go. Zoom in. Boink. Alright. I'm going to need Goombella out because we're going to be encountering some flying Koopa Troopas. Which I will be... Don't always... Oh, I tell the wrong thing. Oh well. Let's at least get one more down. This is going to be hard because I'm so used to the sounds of this game and I can't hear my TV. That's a paratroopa. Yeah, just a Koopa with wings. Basically, if it's got wings, it's naturally going to have the same stats as its grounded counterpart. So, they're not much. Things will definitely get more interesting as we go. I think one thing I loved the most about this game was its roster of enemies. It was just so cool. They'll get pretty good later on. Let's do it again. I really don't need to be using so much FP on stuff like that. Oh, well, I'm getting a lot of FP back anyway, so who cares? Alright. Easy battle. 2 enemies. They can both be controlled very, very easily. 2 Koopa Troopas, easy mode, because you just keep jumping on them and they won't be able to do anything. Once you reach Koopa Troopa types that can get up almost immediately, well, that's a bit of a different story. Still not worth all that much now. I've leveled up twice, so... or 3 times, I guess. Yeah, why not? Alright. Actually, might be best if I keep Goombella for a quick second so I get all these guys on their back. There we go. And now we'll just take care of them normally. Because I realize I only have 2 FP left. After this battle, I'll use my honey syrup, just regain some. Don't care. Oh, hey, you got back up. Get back down. I don't think so, my friend. Get some FP. I'll probably get more. I'll probably find some more FP restoring items across this chapter anyway. Koopa skeletons. How do you die with a letter like that? How does the paper not, like, I don't know, deteriorate? Like, you would think if you would reach the point where the flesh on your bones has been all but, like, you know, taken away. That's assuming that these were Koopa Troopas who were eaten, I guess. Also, but that also begs the question, like, wouldn't Hooktail have just maybe eaten a letter? How does the bones continue to clutch a letter? Why tolerate creatures that begin with a CR and end with an ICKET? So why don't you just say it can't tolerate crickets? I'm pretty sure crickets are not an unknown species here. We can see other types of bugs. Flies and roaches exist. Key behind bars, can't get that yet. Okay. Again, once again, assuming you guys were eaten alive. Get these guys out of here. Yeah, we cannot actually first strike him, so. This is kind of a reason why I brought a POW block with me. Dull bones are, well, they're not strong. They got an attack power, but they have 1 HP, 1 defense. They die pretty easily. And once they die, they stay there. The red bones, on the other hand, is a little bit more defensive. We're just gonna have to do this. Take care of me. He can also rebuild some of the other dull bones, so you kind of want to get rid of him. You kind of want to finish the battle fast, so it's good to have something like a POW block. Fire flowers would also be useful because in this game, unlike most standard Mario games, in the early Paper Mario games, flames were actually super effective against bone enemies like this. So, you know, hit it with a fire flower and you can defeat it instantly. Or an explosive. It was actually a lot more, it was a lot funnier in the first Paper Mario because I'm pretty damn sure your bomb partner did like almost an additional 10 points of damage, maybe even more. It can one-shot just about any dry bones. Oh wait, I need a tattle on these guys. Whoops. Oh well. There will be more. We ain't dealing with no skeletons here. No, so I was going to question the general shape of a dull bones, but at the same time, nah, I think that checks out. Their fronts are a little more square in comparison to the beak-like designs that Koopa Troopas actually have. But, I don't know, it still seems to check out in terms of shape. The only question I will have is, last time I checked, well, your shells are not bones. Now, granted, that could just be a very dusty old shell that kind of cracked apart, and it could just be the shell itself. So, no, I'm gonna say the whole thing checks out. Yeah, well, you don't really need to use any fire-based attacks on something with 1 HP. Like, on all fronts, my normal hammer on a perfect action command can still just kill it. Alright. I'll take this. I'm gonna need 3 of these if I'm gonna upgrade a partner later on. Those are that's how you get your partner stronger. Okay, made it. Alright, marked it. Let's see if we can do it. Frame perfect jump, you can get a star piece earlier than what I would assume to be as you normally get it. You probably would need a later partner for this, but... oh, damn it. Oh, whoops. Okay, whoops again. There we go. You can actually later in the game kind of make a little bit of a glitch there by floating over to the switch and then hitting it from there, and you fall into the staircase. No, my jumps are too early. I'll get that later. We'll be back here a few times, really. Nope. Oh, hey, you got an item. Alright. You first. The other guy can have his wings for this turn. I would rather you not use that mushroom. There we go. Yeah, paratroopers would also be able to flip Koops on his back, so... guard or super guard them, whatever you're feeling brave to do. Alright, quick work of this guy. Let's hope next time I record, I'll be a little more awake. I have high doubts because I've been working, I basically work all, my Saturdays are going to be like until 2 in the morning, so not exactly ideal. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And for me, working an actual job is just supporting myself while I try to hope to make something out of YouTube. Ouch. Would greatly appreciate you guys if you watched through the whole videos. Watch everything, please. I need views. Hey, a mushroom that I really, really don't need. Oh well. Koops, I need you to open the door. Thank you. What to heck? It's been a real long time since anyone came here. Yeah, I can imagine why. I'd be surprised if anybody managed to make it here. Oh man, I got duped the first time. Wow, never would have guessed I got duped by a chest that would later go on to curse me with a new ability. Listen here, Mario. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So, you have no one else to blame but yourself for this one, buddy. An interesting torture chamber. I went the wrong way. I strangely never seem to remember that that's the way you go. Yeah, they give you a minute for like a 15-second puzzle. Easy money. Plus you can go back in there anyway, so it doesn't matter. I could just picture the Snatcher's voice from A Hat in Time playing over these clips. Can I get the Snatcher to voice this this character? Yeah, okay, give me your curse. So basically, we just get to be really thin, and we get to slip through very narrow cracks. Yes, I get it. Alrighty, well, we got cursed with an ability that conveniently lets us fit through slim cracks, and wow, look at that, we're locked in jail. I guess that's the end of the episode. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.